Okay, so here, action was small blind min raised, and I call very standard. Given, I mean, against a min raise, and hardly folding anything in the big blind, and you lose out on the flop. And I think with these stacks, the best play is clearly just to raise. With deeper stacks, I'd be a little bit hesitant to want to just get a ton of money in with just two pair here. I think a lot of the hands that I'd get action from are hands that have some pretty solid equity against me, and I'd end up getting the money in behind. So I'd rather be a little bit more polarized and have something a little bit stronger, or at least like strong draws when I raise, and then also just have some bluffs in there, because I think against a 100 big blind stack anyway, I think most of the time if I raise here, I'm getting folds from just like a naked overpair or something. But with these stacks, I mean, I think I'm not too worried about getting it in. I mean, I think there are some hands that I actually do pretty well against that get it in, like maybe like a king 4-3 or something, or even just some top pair hands that just kind of, I think I might be bluffing and just don't really feel like folding. And if he folds, I mean, there's plenty of money in just taking down the dead money, or plenty of value in taking down the dead money as well. Here, defend a pretty solid hand, ace jack 10-5 with the nut suit. This flop, I feel like against some players, occasionally a check raise, but it kind of depends on how they're going to interpret a check raise on that board, because I think a lot of players kind of think it smells fishy, and also on c-betting frequencies. And smoke yum yum, I mean, for me, the red note thing indicates that I think he was kind of a weak player, but I think if anything, that would make me just a generic weak player read would make me less likely to try and bluff there, because I would think, well, especially one with a smoke in the name. Any players with some kind of pot reference in the name tend to not want to fold too much, in my experience. Bruce Hyde 3, I'll call that one after my college buddy Cornell XC. So here's a spot up here too. Smoke yum yum, defending out of the blinds. Flop went check bet call. He's gonna work better on the replayer. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, in this spot, smoke yum yum, check calls flop, check calls turn. And then check raises pot on the river. And they both end up just having the nuts. So we get a good view of the hands. So yeah, basically they just had the dry nuts on the turn with no redraws, but I think Smoke Yum Yum definitely took the best line by just check calling turn, but I think that's a spot where some mostly more inexperienced PLO players would think that raising is the best play. I mean, in Hold'em, there would be an instinct that one has to try to protect their hand on the turn there, because there's so many draws it can hit. But in PLO, it's just, I mean, the kind of hands an opponent are barreling are either hands that we want to keep in the pot, like hands that don't have much equity and are just going to fold, or they're hands like our hand possibly with a redraw to something better, or hands like a set and a flush draw that, like, if we check raise the turn, we're just bloating the pot and then we don't know what to do on the river. I mean, here with this sizing, just tracking back a little bit,